here in Josie's Fun Kitchen. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to make, get ready for this, hamburger soup. Yes, it's never too hot or never too cold to make soup. And today I'm using 1.5 pounds of hamburger. We're gonna use about, I'd say maybe 4 stalks of celery, 1 large onion, I have a can of frozen. I like peas and carrots. You can use mixed vegetables if you want, or throw in some extra corn. You can never have too many vegetables, in my opinion. Using 32 ounces of beef stock. I like to use stock, not broth, because it's a little bit richer. You need a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I have a whole can of San Marzano tomatoes. And we're gonna put 2 bay leaves in there and a teaspoon of thyme leaves and salt and pepper. And the way we're gonna start is we're gonna heat up this pan. This is my all-clad copper core pan. And we are going to, or I am, not we, we're together. We're going to, I'm saying we. I am going to brown the meat, and then while I'm doing that, I will be cutting up the vegetables. Not the frozen vegetables. Now, I always forget to do this in the beginning. If you like the video, I know that a lot of people don't watch the whole video. I wish you would, but because it's fun. Please subscribe and please turn on that little bell to all the notifications so that you know when I upload new videos. And if you have any comments, I would appreciate the comments. So again, please subscribe, but let's have some fun and making this meal. I'm gonna add a little bit of white olive oil, just a drizzle, as you can see. I'm gonna turn on my fan to low, my exhaust fan, because I know I'm not gonna have the fire alarm go off. Meantime, I will get my gloves on. Oh, forgot to say earlier, garlic, you gotta have garlic. Again, garlic queen here. Let me go get some more. I always have garlic in the house. So I am gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put 6 cloves of garlic in this. Now I'll also have the instructions down on the bottom, and then I also do a link to the document, so you have a printable document if you want to keep all my recipes. All right, let's get going. Still needs to heat up a little bit. I'm gonna do the garlic last. But what I do with my celery is I peel it because of these legs. See this? You can eyeball this, and if you want more celery, that's fine. Less celery, that's fine too. Now I can feel the heat on this. It's getting ready, and I like to use these, I don't know what you want to call it, hamburger smasher to mix this up. But get ready, it's gonna sear. And another tidbit is I'm using room temperature hamburger meat. So while I'm browning this also is, I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper. Coarsely ground black pepper and salt, kosher salt. All right, let's get this onion. Remember how I always told, I'm gonna move this stuff here so you can see what I'm doing. This. There we go. Down. And you want your pieces to be similar in size so that they cook evenly. All right, slice up your celery. Again, bite-sized pieces. Make sure that they're about the same size. You know what, I'm gonna measure this just to give you an idea. Let's see, this is 1/2 cup. I've got 1/2 cup. It's about a cup. Okay, when the meat is it's just about cooked. It's a little bit pink. I'm going to turn off the heat. And this all-clad copper core pan will retain the heat. So sometimes you see me burning myself, so you got to be careful. not to burn yourself. And I'm gonna drain the fat. A little hot. Do not pour the fat down your sink because it could clog your port. Not clog your ports. Clog your sink, your pipes. Why do we slam the garlic? To release the juices. Chop up the garlic. Okay, here we are. So I'm gonna put the garlic off to the side right here. So I'm going to saute the onions and the celery together first because garlic takes a minute. So, heat back on. Say medium heat. Put, I'd say, it looks like I'm pouring a lot in here, but it's very slow. But it's light olive oil. I'm putting in about, I'd say maybe a tablespoon. So we are going to put the onion and the celery in. Salt and pepper. Actually, I'm doing it backwards. Pepper. Salt. And mix that in. You can smell it now. We're going to saute this for about, until it softens. I'd say 3 minutes. And again, medium to medium-high heat. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dash of, because I like a little bit of heat in mine, I'm going to put a dash of fresh red pepper. I always say this is from my sister's garden. Yummy. Alright, get the garlic in there. Next, we're going to put the meat back in here. And then we're going to put the tomatoes on there. I'm going to crunch up because they're whole tomatoes. I'm going to crunch them up. And we're going to put some Worcestershire sauce in there. And, right, and meat back here. Worcestershire. 1½ teaspoons. I'm going to take my thyme leaves, 1.5 teaspoons. Okay. And now pour in your tomatoes. And actually, use this to crunch up those tomatoes. So we're just crunching these up. Turn down the heat a little bit to medium. Ooh. And now pour in the beef stock. Okay, what you can do is rinse this out with the beef stock. Smart idea. You want to get all those juices. Put the 2 bay leaves in and turn up the heat. Again, I'm always seasoning in between. A little bit more salt. And we are going to, I'm going to put the vegetables in the refrigerator. I'm going to bring this up to a boil. See this? Okay, we're almost there, about 10 more minutes. Jamming a Tina Turner. Once it comes up to a boil, I'm going to put the lid on and give it 30 minutes. Then what happens, then you're finished. You're going to taste it and see how if we need to season it. But get some egg noodles, noodle-y. I wouldn't have it over rice. Pasta, but just egg noodles is really good. And I make that on the side. Or you can just have it like this and put some Parmesan cheese on it. So we're going to bring it up to a boil and we'll be back in about 30 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I dug in my freezer and I actually found mixed vegetables. So I've turned up the heat to like medium high. And this has been simmering now for about 35 minutes. So what we're gonna do is, actually I wanna bring it up to a boil. We're gonna bring it up to a boil, now I'm gonna put these vegetables in. And they're all frozen. Okay, there we go. Frozen vegetables. We're gonna stir, we're gonna bring it up to a boil. Probably boil for, we're just gonna cook this for a few minutes. Till the vegetables cook. And then we're gonna do a taste test. And I'm not gonna have any noodles, but like I said, you can put egg noodles. Don't put it in here, cook them on the side, because then they fall apart when you wanna heat this up. This is fantastic if you're gonna freeze it. You can freeze it or make it a day ahead and then eat it the next day. Okay, we're about done. It's now boiling and boil for a few minutes. Just make sure your vegetables are cooked. Time for a taste test. So I'm just putting this, oh gosh, this is really good. I'm gonna put a little bit of this cheese on here. Now, here's some of your options, and I'll put this in the ingredients below. You can put some hot sauce in here. You want to season it to taste. That's where it's really flexible. But just let's see. It's a little hot because it took it right out of the stove. See if it's gonna get the yum. Yeah. I'm a big fan of those San Marzano tomatoes. I can smell and taste those. Hamburger meat, delicious. The vegetables and all the flavors. Again, you saw how quickly I put this together. So, I hope you make this and let me know how it comes out. Please, please, please subscribe. I'm going to remind you again, turn on the notifications, share with your friends, leave my comments or leave your comments below, and enjoy. Have a great time, and I'll see you next time. Cheers from Josie's Fun Kitchen. I hope you had fun.